When you start, you have to have a mission. Consistency is a key. Every single day for the next 100 days, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, and I will not give up. Just biryani won't be enough, right? You need to have gravy. You need some starters. You'll need to have some beverages. Beverages very highly searched again.
Very.
They will not want to go on another platform to order their Pepsis and hummus.
Okay, so talking about Zomato, Swiggy, do you really think that startups who are just beginning should be available on Zomato?
So any startup who is beginning with any kind of business, not only food, requires a marketplace. Honestly, offline, people traditionally working or they can manage somehow, but will never be able to scale if their presence is not online.
Talking about business perspective, I've seen 80% restaurant business, they fail in India. People often say women are emotional. They don't understand tech. They can't handle data-driven decisions. But what happens when a woman starts scaling food brands using pure structure analysis and aggregator data? Today's guest isn't just building brand, she is breaking myth. Welcome to Soch podcast. Today we are joined by Mariam, the founder of Scalecraft Solutions. Welcome to Soch, Mariam.
Thank you so much, Nirale.
And thank you so much for being there. It's a pleasure for us to invite you on our podcast.
It's an honor. It's really an honor for you guys to have me.
Thank you so much once again. So कहते हैं ना ये जो podcast का जो theme line है, it's एक सोच, one idea that changed your life. I'm a firm believer कि आप अपनी जिंदगी में जो भी चीज करते हो ना, उसके पीछे एक सोच होती है, एक आइडिया होती है. I really want to understand, what was your one सोच which helped you in starting your own business?
Nirali, during the pandemic, I was running my apparel business. So I had to put a pause to that, unfortunately. And post that, suddenly life took a U-turn, and again I was standing in front of a food business called Charcoal Eats. Another opportunity landed in my lap. Not only food, again biryani, right? So it was very clear indication that there was something already planned for me. I just went on again. As I said, I kept going on and on and on. And just that I was getting to learn every day something new was just keeping me, it was just pushing me to go ahead and ahead. Then came the phase when we decided to start HOB. And I migrated from, Charcoal Eats to House of Biryan. So at House of Biryan, I joined as the founding team member and the CMO for the brand. During the phase, I received an award from Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, the Finance Minister of India. This was an initiative taken by Swiggy for women-led brands, right? So very, very dear moments, very, very, it was mesmerizing. I'll tell you, even for that event, I didn't know she was supposed to give the award. Yes. So we just went and we were told we were invited, and we went there, and it was her. So I've been very, very fortunate, very happy, and very lucky to be working with the teams I've worked with. They've got me where I am today. And yes, post that, I think now that was also done. I was thinking now the brand was okay to float on its own. There were already 10 stores in Mumbai, 10 in Delhi, 3 in Dubai. All that was done. The team was on auto already. We were on tech, and things were already on autopilot, And I thought now it was the time I could grab some time for myself and, get on something to begin on my own, which is why I decided to start a company, Scalecraft, which is actually aiming to help food founders, fill in any gaps that they are facing. And I'm here to help them with all the 12 years experience I have had. I can say I've worked with 2 founders in the last 10 years, but now in the last 6 months, I can say I'm working already with 7 to 8 founders.
Lovely. So for me, every business, every entrepreneur, they start their business which is aligned to a problem and which can bring a lot of solutions. And that's how, you have started a moment wherein, your Scalecraft is doing a lot of good activities for the founders.
मुझे अभी इतने साल, like it was a decade, honestly. I have worked with food brand, biryani brand, Born in Biryani household. Like my father is a pioneer of Biryani in the Bohari Biryani actually that we call it.
Okay.
So since 50 years.
Wow.
तो उस हिसाब से तो food was always, you know, it was just coming back to me irrespective
It's
of.
a legacy business, you can
बोल
say.
सकते हैं कि destiny was always kept calling me.
Correct.
तो 10 साल से मैं, I mean, I worked with two brands, quite very well known names, Charcoal Eats and House of Biryan. And I was working with, like, you know, restricted teams exclusively with these brands. And now I thought there was a time that I had lot to you know, share with many others who are out there having no solution to so many problems that QSR food brands face, right? And yeah, and that little thing was there that okay, now that I've worked with, you know, 2-3 founders, I count my father also in that. So 3 founders I can say, and now that, you know, I'm working with, I there's no limit now, almost working with 6 to 7 founders already.
Wow.
So in just 6 months.
Lovely.
So this was something that this was exciting, and meeting new people and networking and socializing, and this has always been a part of me. So as I said, I never had any ideas as to what, you know, where I was leading to, what I wanted to do. There was nothing. It was just that any problem that came by, I was solving that, and I was getting somewhere.
Correct.
So destinations kept coming, and these destinations have been beautiful. I can't be grateful enough for all of them.
So all our learnings has some sort of lessons in a good way. Like, you know, it's all universal calling, I personally believe. So when during one of our conversation, you've spoken about your journey of being an independent child. Would you like to throw some insights on that?
So as a child, we were never told we had to be independent. We were always told we would be always taken care of, protected. We are very precious. And the men of the family are going to make sure that the women are taken care of, and we are not supposed to be put through any hardships. Okay, so not going in a wrong way or against my parents here, but with all their intent for that matter. But as a child, as a girl child then, and you know, there were these lot of revolutions going by that girls should be doing stuff, and that was the generation I belonged to. And I always felt why would why would I not be able to handle you know, a hard situation outside, or why am I lesser? Or and I always had a little enterprising and dynamic mindset where I, you know, always wanted to I kept doing things. I would never sit idle as a child. So you never find me laid back sitting. I would be up to something, and still it is the same thing. I cannot sit down. Even if I plan to. I'm suddenly on a laptop, even if I think, okay, let me just close it for some time and sit. But again, I find myself in front of the screen. So this is something a part of my personality, honestly.
So that's how, like, you know, I feel that, you know, bachpan se aap jo dekhte ho na, when you grow up, you tend to become one of those. Your surrounding was like, you know, you were surrounded by entrepreneurs. Your father was one of the entrepreneurs. He was into catering. Biryani was your core niche.
So let me add, he also catered to the Parliament House of India. Wow. So yeah, I get quite a lot of these business skills, and it is in my DNA, I can say, from my dad. For sure.
अगर women's की बात करो इंडिया में, so ये problem I guess घर घर का है. Right, where they have to prove themselves. They have
push a little more.
Yes, and they have to, most of the time, you know, people should experience what they can do, and that is how they end up doing something which they always wanted to do. Okay, so I mean, it's good that we get that opportunity where we can prove ourselves, and here you are with that, you know, a change of thought and starting and having something of your own. Right now you're working with food brands.
Yes.
Right. I really want to understand about this food culture. If I talk about food culture in India,
right,
how can you put it up across?
So food culture is obviously, when you dissect the food culture, the food business, if I say, for that matter, it's always going to be a dine-in or a delivery setup. But the way delivery has taken off in, like, I think we can say from pandemic,
Yeah.
So it has boomed. Delivery is the thing, as we know. Even for a lunch, for that matter, in an office,
Yeah.
people do
True.
not want to carry that bus from morning 8 o'clock.
Hmm.
They say we order, and now that Zomato, Swiggy also are catering to these needs, where they have
Correct.
this Ghar Ka Khana, levers on their platforms where they have healthy foods, homemade, home cooked foods, home
Correct.
cooked meals. So everything is so quickly available and comes in 25 minutes, hot,
True.
served so nicely to you. Whether it is students, office goers, working moms, children, hostelites, travelers.
Everywhere.
So this is something that this trend, this culture is always going to be there, here to stay. And online is the future, as we know, for everything, whether it comes to e-commerce or food brands. So how can
Correct.
food brands be different from that?
So I guess after pandemic, a lot of things has changed.
Yes.
Right, talking about food brand, having a physical setup to from having like kind of cloud
Yes.
kitchen,
Yes.
and there is a huge opportunity there.
Yes.
Okay, most of them are available on Zomato, Swiggy, or
Yes.
to that matter, any other marketplaces.
Yes.
Okay, so talking about Zomato, Swiggy, okay, do you really think that startups who are just beginning should be available on Zomato and Swiggy?
So any startup who's beginning with any kind of business, not only food, requires a marketplace.
Yeah.
Okay, and honestly, offline, people traditionally working, or they can manage somehow, but will not never be able to scale if their presence is not online.
Rightly said.
Correct. So if they have to begin, obviously new user acquisition. Who's going to get you the traffic? Now when I say you're sitting in the remote cabin of your office, just putting yourself on an online business and figuring out traffic in like crazy limits, where you're getting eyeballs. Okay, you get 1,000 impressions. Out of that, even 2 come to your page and 1 buys.
Correct.
I'm being very reserved and conservative here. But when you do an offline setup, there is a complete different jazz.
Correct.
That is so much legwork, that
Yeah.
takes so much time, that takes so much money.
Absolutely.
But here, you're just in control of your business, and you can do it anywhere in the world
exactly.
without much legwork. So obviously, I feel that if you are a startup, you should onboard on these platforms. E-commerce, food brands, Zomato, Swiggy, for sure, they are the ones who will get you your users, acquire users from these platforms. If your product is that good, gets customer love, you will start building your organic customer from there only. You never know, that customer calls you on your direct number and places an order.
Absolutely, rightly said.
Right? So, and you are at the right place at the right time. Say your lunch slot, your dinner slot, they are gathering people for brands to come and serve, right?
And I believe
so you have to be out there.
I believe that this platform is way more cost effective. Okay, if you talk about physical setup, a lot of money is involved.
Yeah.
You need to have a lot of staff,
Yes.
Operations, chefs.
Yes.
You need to have service provider.
Yes.
Like you need to have someone who is handling your finance. So there are a lot of
Yes.
people involved.
Yes.
Okay, talking about cloud kitchen or having a kind of say directly, starting their own
Right.
venture in online medium. I believe that it is going to be cost effective.
It is. I'll tell you how. If someone wants to start a Momo brand, he has got, like, say, two people in the kitchen. One is a head and one is a helper. You get your paid puja pos. You have your channel partners integrated on that.
Correct.
Your danda's coming all on that. As a founder with just one store for now, you yourself can sit anywhere in the world and still do business. And you know where your business is at, what level your business is at, what sale did you do today, what was the run rate, what is your what are your numbers looking like, what is your funnel. You know how that is important.
Absolutely.
You know the tofu bofu thing.
Yes.
In offline, it's very difficult to judge.
Very difficult.
But here it's clearly defined. You literally know how many people actually got lured by your creative and came to your page. Then from when they came to your page, how many people from there literally put decided to select some items from the menu. Correct. And put in the cart. Then from the cart, how many people from there thought this was a good deal and made a purchase. These timestamps only online platforms will give you.
Correct. And
And
quite
it's a very
systemized.
good way to do your PM fit.
Yep.
Offline, you'll have 3-4 customers come, you say, oh, taste करके बता दो, how's this, how's that. कोई बोलेगा salt कम है, कोई बोला मेरे को मिर्ची ज़्यादा लगी. This is subjective. But
Correct.
here, your numbers will clearly say which is my best seller, which is not selling, and why it is not selling. These reviews come.
Correct.
So everything is black and white.
Correct.
Even if my chef says this is my best item, sorry, but I have got 10 bad reviews on this.
Correct.
This item is not going to work out for us. Or you have to optimize it.
I guess your funnel can work really well if you get this, entire report and analytics at place, that what is
Exactly.
working, what is not working, and you
Exactly.
start selling more which is sellable.
Exactly.
Rather than things you are selling, वो जो लाला लैंड में रहते हैं ना यार, ये इसका टेस्ट बहुत अच्छा
मुझे
है,
ये मेरा
sellable है.
सिग्नेचर डिश है. I have these chefs coming to me. ये तो सिग्नेचर है, इसको तो आप ऊपर ही रखना, इसको तो अल्टीमेटली ओके ऊपर रखूंगी, ऊपर रखने के वजह से लोग खरीदेंगे भी.
करेक्ट.
फिर मुझे उसका रिपीट कितना आया, how many people came back and also bought that only, or there's some dish sitting somewhere in the menu and that is picking up.
But do you really think that, see, it's all digitalization, it's
Yes.
digital world.
Yes.
People buy what is trending more. Now, talking about this drink called matcha,
Yes.
right? I tasted it. It was bad to another level. Okay,
Talk
but
to a Gen
still-
Z
seriously, man.
or alpha.
But still, it is one of the sellable thing which is available online and offline both. People are
Yes.
going and just asking for matcha.
Yes.
Even if they don't like it for first
Yes.
time, second time, still they keep trying to
Yes.
show that, वो status हो गया.
Right.
What do you, you have kind of a say in that.
So these are all marketing gimmicks, right? So when someone gets something novice out and they want to sell that, they build a story and narrative around it. So appealing, so enriching, so so lovely and tempting that people go out searching what it is about. And then obviously the trend starts. It's not Zomato, Swiggy who set these trends,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Then they have to keep up to the trends. Now that they are seeing that these brands, these items are doing so well, and they said now we have to put this on our platforms because the Google search is going crazy over this keyword search, right? This item.
Yeah.
So then obviously, and even brands
You
for that
have to
matter
sell.
start saying that, okay, let me put a matcha on my menu.
Yeah.
So for example, I'll give you so there are certain items like say a French fries. It looks very small, but if you want to it can be used like a tip. If you want to increase your search for your brands, usually you want your listing to improve organically for that matter. If you just have a French fry on your menu, French fry keyword dala, all the brands having French fries come up.
Correct. Rightly said.
So as a side also, if you just add it, so if you're a Mughlai brand, you can call it some tandoori. So sides are always something that all brands keep, right? There are many things, such kind of things that you think that no, we need to keep these because we will come up. So for example, rolls.
Yeah.
So like if it's just a biryani brand, just biryani won't be enough, right?
Yeah.
You need to have gravy to make it a complete menu. You need a gravy, you need some starters.
Yeah.
You'll need to have some beverages. Beverages very highly searched again.
Very, very.
They will not want to go on another platform to order their Pepsis and thumbs ups. They would want it on that menu. Correct. So to have that entire menu, that actually is called menu engineering. That we make sure that the words, the items are in such a way that they're most popular on the platform and are searched more.
Correct.
So that people even come to our page for these items. Correct. So rolls, gravies. So that is for a Mughlai brand. For if I have to talk for other brands like a general, say a Chinese brand, so they will want to always have a corn soup on board. Like a butter chicken, for example.
Yeah.
If you're a Mughlai, you have to have butter chicken. But butter chicken is really highly searched.
Correct.
So there are just these tactics and hacks. Trust me, Nirale, it's just these ideas, and you will see the numbers just
scaling up.
They just keep moving.
Yeah.
And you will be, itne se hua.
Correct.
Founders also don't understand. They're
They
so
don't.
naive. Some of them don't understand data at all.
They don't.
All they understand is, okay, we know this much inventory we have. This is the amount of food we can cater to today. This is the way the recipe is going to work. Nothing beyond that they do understand. But then to make them understand, yes, that's That's the knack that
So
we need
talking
to have
about
as an agency.
founders, talking about founders' perspective,
Yeah.
okay, they always have that kind of, ये startup बोलते हैं ना, startup hack.
Hmm.
यार डिस्काउंट देंगे तो पब्लिक परचेस कर लेगा.
Hmm.
Do you is it just a myth
So
or
when no
it's
one
reality?
no one has tried your product, you have to promote, na? This is
Yeah.
called promotional discount,
Correct.
which is fair, and I
Right.
think you should.
Correct.
You know why? In fact, I am the believer, being in the food business, up at least when you start a food business, I would recommend food brands that you should at least serve 50 people for free.
Oh.
Now, who these 50 people? I'll tell you that
Correct.
also. These 50 people should be your neighbors who are staying around you, your friends. Okay. Now, these are the ones, and family. Okay, yeah, family will obviously be your support, and they might
Correct.
have. So, I'm trying to say that just send food to people.
Correct.
Being in the food business to make that my dadaji used to say, like khilao.
Correct.
Like, he used to just say khilao literally, and that would get so much barakat for
Correct.
our for our business even then.
But I guess this is a nice hack. I would really recommend all of them to do this. Why? Because this 50 people are your pilots.
They are your mascots.
Okay.
They are going to go around.
They are going to go around. They can also give reviews.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now coming back to this review thing, do you think that people, like, lately started manipulating reviews on Zomato, Swiggy?
So not really. See, Zomato, Swiggy, in all fairness, there is no way that you can change or tweak the reviews. Nothing you can do. It is a completely algorithm driven. So the ratings that you see on their page also is an amalgamation or computation of the kitchen prep time, the mark food ready, the rider wait time, the food rating, the reviews. So all the operational metrics. How you have performed and what score you have got on these.
Correct.
On these KPIs will decide what will be your page rating. Now, when it comes to, you're saying that brands, are you trying to ask me that brands try to do fake reviews?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know why you would call them fake reviews in the first place. Whoever is that person is a human being.
Correct.
Who would be hungry to eat food, maybe is given money to buy the food.
Exactly.
Okay, and it is a barter. Okay, if we call it a barter, you could call it influencer marketing in short.
Absolutely.
All right. So we tell them, okay, please go on our platform, order the food. We obviously rebate them. We compensate for that amount. We send them the food. We ask them to review. They like the food. Obviously, they will give a 5-star rating. They're putting a review, and they're helping us with. So that is not support. That is not called mismanaging.
Can be good or bad.
It could be good or bad. Yeah. And there are, honestly, you'll never get good reviews on any food brand. Absolutely. I'm telling you, or any e-commerce brand. I tell you,
when money is involved,
you will never get good reviews. You will get, if anything is goofed up, वो bad review पहले आएगा.
That's how Indian
unless it's a well-wisher or somebody who really wants you to do well, or somebody who genuinely goes out there and appreciates, will give a 5-star rating. But usually people only come up and write something when there's something that has gone wrong. Absolutely.
You rightly said this. I have seen a lot of brands who are excellent. Like, their service is also good. Talking about online platforms, it's a digital world. We cannot stop anyone from giving good or bad review. But yeah, this happens. अगर negative चीज है ना तो पहले जाके वो लोग review डालेंगे.
Yes.
अगर positive है तो I don't know why they don't have that much of time to just say, yeah, thank you, chef. This is such an amazing.
Yeah,
food.
And the nudges go, huh? So many times Zomato, Swiggy keep on nudging you if there's no reply after the order is delivered. That could you even rate, even for the rider, for so many times it comes that would you rate the service or you?
Yes, you rightly said.
Yeah, I think people should find a little time and be a little kind.
I saw this negative thing that happened. One of the rider का वो जो कुछ issue हुआ था during lockdown phase, or maybe it went viral like anything. पूरा मीडिया वगैरह में भी वो आर्टिकल आ गया था. Why something like this doesn't happen when that rider is reaching your place within 15 minutes or 20 minutes? I've seen those riders literally taking, working they're putting their life at stake during, rains or during floods, whatever is
Absolutely.
happening.
Absolutely.
They're reaching at your doorstep.
Absolutely, you're right.
And end of the day, you're still opening the door and asking, "Bhaiya, late kyun hua?"
Yeah, people get really rude with them. It does happen. You're right when you say that.
So that is how Indian mentality is. Coming back to our topic, now you were talking about top rating, right? So when I talk about top rating, I really want you to outbreak this myth that top listing उन्हीं को मिलता है जो बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा देता है. Is it algorithm is working or people are actually paying to get listed on the top?
When it comes to Zomato, Swiggy, if I have to just specifically talk about that, the listing is again a product of two things: organic listing and inorganic listing. Organically, you improve, your product is top notch, your PM fit you've managed to crack the Zomato, Swiggy user, or then your kitchen prep time for that matter is under 10 minutes and your SLA is showing 25 minutes.
Correct.
So these are the organic levers.
Correct.
By which your listing comes up. This is organically, right?
Okay.
But now in the business, there's so much competition that these metrics, all restaurants in the QSR space make sure that उनका SLA 25 minutes ही दिखे. हम जब ऑर्डर करते हैं हम क्या देखेंगे, कितना जल्दी आएगा, कितना कॉल आउट है उसके ऊपर, करेक्ट, कितना डिस्काउंट दिया हुआ है उसने, 3-4 चीजें, और रेटिंग देखेंगे कि भाई what is the rating for this particular food brand. So ये organically हो गया. Inorganic ratings, obviously you'll have to invest in advertisements on these platforms,
of course,
which is fair again, right? When the amount of traffic you see, the amount of brands you see, at some point it also has to be profitable to these platforms, right? Plus, if they are showing you up, or they're rolling your ads or giving you searches, cuisine searches, or they're putting you up on the listing. So obviously for that you have to, but then it is mapped to ROI. Yeah. So it is not that they're taking away the money and they're not answerable, accountable to you. Correct. They are promising ROI. They might tell you, okay, at this stage of the business, I will give an ROI of 2. Henceforth, 4 months from now, 6 months after seeing your repeat user, seeing the potential, they might say, okay, now we are ready to give you an ROI of 3. Correct. If that ROI can go to 2 digits, if your product is that good. So there is no harm in doing that, right? वो तो हमें वैसे भी धंधे में तो डालना ही, पैसे करना ही है. Marketing के लिए तो you have to put money. Absolutely. But in this case, no, Nirali, best part is you are able to measure. मैंने Instagram पे ad चला दी, ये discount चला रही हूँ, please buy from my brand, this is the call out. You will not know whether the conversion was there or not. Here you will properly get the number of order makes. Exactly. Ad देख के 50 जन आए, 50 जन आके उसमें से 25 जन ने खरीदा. अभी 25 जन ने कितने का खरीदा? 25 people bought for say $50,000. तो हमने कितना डाला था पैसा? हमने 5,000 डाला था. Correct. क्या ROI है मेरा? And then later on you strategize also, right? That what is sellable, so and this what is something not. This is something that your consultant will do. This is something that is where exactly Scalecraft comes in, right? Where I say that I know where to deploy and how to deploy your funds. Correct. So that you get the most out of your works. So say for example, there is a startup, okay? He or she wants to start a food business. They want to start directly with the marketplace. Right. Like Cloud Kitchen. Right. Okay. What do you think? How much should be their investment capacity? So it should just be, it again depends on the goals. If they want to reach to say they want to do 1 lakh business, they should consider at least to keep, at least a 15,000 in their kitty for marketing on these platforms. I'm being very, very crystal transparent. Yeah, you have to, correct. So that much you must consider. But then here, if you're putting the money here, rather than any other performance marketing that you do on meta ads and all of that, where you don't get any traction, you don't come to know only. Where the ads have rolled, who has seen it, there is no targeting, nothing. Here at least you know that you put this much money and this money fetched you this much business.
You get entire analytics यार, क्या
Yeah.
बिका है, कौन सा item ज़्यादा बिका है, कितना amount
हाँ.
invest हुआ है, you get entire analytics.
So month 1, month 2, month 3, I will not tell them go spend 40,000 retainer on your Instagram. I'll first tell them, bhai, put money here, get your user, do the PM fit.
Correct.
Serve these users, see how your operations fared. Did your operation match the KPIs? How did the platform show? Before outblowing it and showing it that okay, now we have come. Before even launching, I think you should onboard. Even before the launch.
Correct.
Just to do PM fit. And यहाँ पे बैठे-बैठे तुमको user मिल रहा है try करने के लिए product.
Absolutely. It's a very niche market.
You don't have to go anywhere on the road or in schools and colleges. Please test and try. Honestly, even this test and try, I don't understand. I'll tell you. You are getting a person to try your food. Especially for food. The person is maybe not hungry that time. Maybe the person doesn't have the appetite.
Yeah.
The person is not in a
right state of
does
mind.
not like that product. And then you're forcing that person try. यहाँ पे तो literally people are hungry who want to try. And when that food is delivered to that person is the best position to give you a review.
Correct. Rightly said.
So I think this is best to even do your product market fit. I think you should do on platforms only.
I guess it's the best place because whoever is starting off in a food business, okay, this is a very niche market. Firstly, you're getting everything available there itself. Okay, you're getting your customer base. Okay, जिसको actually खाना है.
Yes.
Right, they are on your platform.
Intentional user.
Apart from that, entire marketing thing where you have to hire other agencies or you have to hire other team members. They have it all. They have created whole system and process in a way that things become very easy.
Your product photos.
But most of the time, I also have few friends of mine and I have few clients of mine who are into cloud kitchen. Okay, एक दिमाग में उनके ये आता है यार कि ये लोग रेशियो बहुत ज्यादा ले लेते हैं. What is your say?
Ratio as in the platforms?
Yeah, platform. मतलब कुछ भी बिकेगा तो उसमें रेशियो उनका शेयरिंग बहुत ज्यादा होता है.
अभी देखो वही मैं that's what I'm trying to say. Again the traffic part. Now they have so many takers. They have to filter at one point, no? Now, initially, they will not give you.
Correct.
But when they see your potential and when you sit down, then it's not that they will not, if you're beneficial for their business and if it is working out with both the parties, the efforts are mutual. The trust is there and you develop a partnership with these people. Usually I've seen founders just throwing a ruckus on these Swiggy, Zomato POCs. I really dislike that.
Correct.
I mean, you have onboarded on their platform. Okay, but then you have to also make sure that you have that much credibility to get those orders and make sure that it's just that they just keep barging at them. एक order नहीं आया, दो order नहीं आया, तीन order. This is the reality. I'm telling you don't know what these POCs go through. You really do not know.
Yeah.
My heart reaches out to them.
Agreed.
And it's not that they have one brand. Then they obviously have to prioritize.
Yeah, correct.
Right? You will prioritize people who are reciprocating to your efforts. You will prioritize brands who say, you come back and say, okay, this is the money I'm resting in your hands. This is the 10,000-15,000 I want to. You get me a lakh business this month, for example. Okay? Correct. So that trust, that partnership, that relationship is now built.
Absolutely. Correct.
तुम मेरा पैसा लेके मेरा पैसा उड़ा दिया, Zomato खा गया, Swiggy. It
doesn't work.
They don't understand how all this works.
Correct.
Being on the platform, they think brands have reached where and where so we are going to reach. But you don't know how those brands have managed the relationship.
Correct.
And because they have managed those relationships, Zomato, Swiggy also put a lot of effort and they optimized to another level.
I agree.
How do you think they get these fundraisings and all of that? Because obviously there's some credibility they built here, the orders that they did here.
Rightly said.
What do you go and show to the investor? The orders, the revenue that you generated on these platforms. And to say that on an online platform, I'm doing this, please. And that's something that clicks to the fundraiser, to the investor as well.
Correct.
To invest in your company. So it is all mutual. I'll very well tell
It is partnership because
is
you're
a
getting a
partnership.
ready platform. Of course, I mean, you have invested only 15K, you're expecting a business out of it, 100%. But then again, you have to work very strategically.
Yeah.
Okay, coming back to this question, like, what founders should consider, like, how should be their funnel basically to be seen on that platform?
So obviously visibility is key, as I have told you. Visibility is very important. There are these
Correct.
organic levers that we have to maintain. If we maintain them, we will be somewhere.
Correct.
But if we want to go a level up, we'll have to make some investments on these platforms.
Yeah.
But they are mapped to ROI. Again, that money comes back to you.
Correct.
It is an investment, I say. I don't say it a burn or an ad spend, to be honest.
I agree.
It is something that you put every month and it comes back. Again, you put the next month. Or maybe a little more or maybe a little less, depending on what ROI you get.
So in short, you need to show up every single day.
You have to show up.
Yeah.
You have to show up. In your own business also, you are putting in, right?
Yeah.
Every single day you go to your shop, there is a cost involved, right from the time you're out of your bed to you come back again in the night to your bedroom.
Correct.
There is a cost involved through the day.
I agree.
And then putting in the right place, and then there's surety. There is an assurance here that we are getting you orders, we are getting you work, and your kitchen is rolling. For that matter, at least your cash flow is on. You don't have to fire that chef for the extra help you have in the store. At least चालू तो करो. पहले महीने से नहीं कमाओगे.
Correct.
आप पहले अपना, और उसमें भी आप ही का ही रोल है. The food brand only, like if it is any kitchen they want to start, it is the product.
Correct.
Product is the heart of everything, we understand. So ऐसे भी हुआ है कि भाई प्रोडक्ट ही ऐसा इतना अच्छा है कि इनको एड्स ही नहीं चलानी पड़ती है.
Yeah.
लोगों को इतना पसंद आ गया, इतना ट्रेंड हो रहा है, लोग खुद ही जा के सर्च कर रहे हैं और खरीद रहे हैं.
Rightly said.
So then you need that also. But if we are somewhere in the middle, we'll have to strategically make it work.
Correct. As you rightly said, that it's partnership. You
Yes.
cannot be totally dependent on that platform because they have lakhs of people in that platform.
Absolutely.
Right? But still, they're able to generate business for you.
Yes.
Yeah. And talking about business perspective, I've seen 80% restaurant business, they fail in India.
It's because of this mismatch only, Nirali. Again, the same, as I said, that when you start, you have to have a mission. Consistency is a key. Every single day for the next 100 days, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And I will not give up.
Correct.
I'm telling you, 10 days nahi hota and there is a glitch in the kitchen, the chef's not calm.
Yeah. There are a lot of issues. Yeah. Operation is very bad.
So then how in such a scenario, how do you expect yourself? So then you have to keep showing up. That's the only alternative, and consistency. So you have to be ready before you say today is my day launch. You have to be ready for the next 100 days. I am not stopping.
Correct.
Once you cross that, you will not because the kind of benefits and the kind of response you'll start getting, you won't want to give up yourself. Things will streamline on its own.
Correct.
Because this is a non-negotiable. You're not going to work in this format. You have to show up for 100 days. It's like a fast. You have to complete.
And that's how I believe that, you should take some guidance from the experts.
Yes.
Who have already been in the industry, the way you guys are doing it, right? At
Yes.
Scalecraft Solutions. You guys are building that system.
Yes.
Which becomes easy for the owners and the founders
Yes.
to run the entire business in a smooth way.
Yes.
Okay, so talking about your brand,
Yes.
Scalecraft Solutions.
Yes.
How do you help startups? So basically, you're helping only food industry
Yes.
right now, currently, right? So how
Yes.
do you help startup to come out of this common challenges which eventually they face during their launch time?
So I have a solution for everything. So they're going to kill me for that if one of my brand owners see this. So I get a call the other day that chef wants to leave.
Is it?
Mariam, 3 दिन दुकान बंद रहेगी.
Oh God.
I'm like, दुकान बंद नहीं होगी, period. कैसे बोल रहे हो? I have a team who sourced out a chef. We are reaching out,
You need to have backup plans.
And we said, this is it. Store ban nahi rahega.
Exactly.
Right? So I tell my founders, don't hide anything from me. If you feel any challenge, irrespective of Zomato, Swiggy, you feel anywhere you're stuck in your business, I'm ready to roll up my sleeves with you and get there and make sure that the store will not be off, even like for such issues at least. Right? Unless now, for example, now they have LPG issues. Now that is something that even I can't control. But irrespective, we are finding solutions.
Yeah.
So like we're maybe shutting off items which are consuming more LPG. But we're not keeping the store shut. First response that comes from me founders, दुकान बंद रहेगी, gas नहीं है.
Correct.
But no, we have items that go in the fryer. We have items that can be managed
by induction as
by
well.
a commercial induction. And now so we have many other solutions found also, like we have this, one of my brands are using this wooden gas, and they're saying we're much happy, even if LPG comes back, we will not shift. So there are solutions, but you have to come to me, you have to tell me, and I will ensure and try my best to crack it for you, because you are out there in the operation, you are stuck in your situation, your mind does not work also many times.
Correct.
And I have a solve, but come to me. So I try with everything. I help them with expansion, where they want, if they want a shop, they want to expand their stores, they want to know exactly where, even the shop we will provide. That these are the options you all can choose.
Correct. Do you even help them in, in their finance part too? Because most of the restaurants I've seen, either they are in lease or they have their own setup. Even so, for example, if they are on rent, okay, most of the money goes in rotation.
Correct.
Aaj aaya gaya.
Correct.
Aaya gaya.
Correct.
It goes on for 3 years, 5 years. So wo break even aata hi nahi hai.
Correct.
Do you even help them in coming out of that phase, in that loop?
So that I don't let them get stuck in that loop, first of all. From month one, the P&L is made.
Correct.
And we keep managing that. My call only to them is that my repeat number should keep growing.
True.
Only then we will make money. For that, the only alternative is we have to make sure our product is top notch. And we keep optimizing, taking reviews positively, taking feedback positively, and we keep optimizing and improving ourselves. And also, obviously, when we're partnering with these platforms, take their feedback, understand from them also what are their expectations. Correct. And to match everything and marry all of this actually is going to become a success story for
Correct.
sure.
Correct.
But withholding with your own traditional patterns, with your own habits, being inconsistent, it's not going to help.
So that cannot be a business.
So when brands on board, even if they're zero journey, we make sure of what did they get by the end of the month, when the month end, even if it was 50 orders that month. But they should know whatever they earned.
Right.
And then when we keep seeing that, we know when to stop, or when to restart, or when to reset.
So, Mariam, I remember this case of one of my clients. Okay, they are doing sales, physical setup. Okay, they are doing sales of 6 lakhs a month.
Okay.
Still, they are not able to generate that profit.
So something is breaking somewhere, no? You have to see your cost of goods also. You have to see your supply chain.
Correct.
There are ways you can even tweak, get 4-5% from there as well.
Yeah, you're rightly said.
Okay, now there is a leakage maybe. I'll tell you, many of these brands, I like whoever is onboarding with Scalecraft, my first criteria is, please, you have to be on a POS. You have to be on a POS system.
True.
All right. Because they are also catering to offline business. You don't know how many of their products are just going for free as complimentary giveaways. And they have no hisab off.
Most of the time.
And they're bleeding there. And they're bleeding there. Honestly, they're bleeding there.
Yeah, rightly said.
Because there's no one to keep an account of how many items went out. Because it's not skew, na? So if you're making a roll, it is, all the products are lying over there in a bain mari with sauces and all of that on a tawa, and you're making it. There is no accounts of anything.
Correct.
So these items are even pushed out for free. You would not know. So
Correct.
for me, it is very important that everything that goes out is punched. Everything that comes in is taken as a inventory add-on, where things are in at least a streamlined way. So first condition is that only that you have to be either on a Rista platform or a paid puja platform.
Correct.
Right, where we amalgamate all the information. That information is also helpful for us, right? When we have to sit down and do audits and accounts, it makes life so easier. And you will also avoid wastages. You'll realize how much you were wasting otherwise. So much is already there in your inventory and you're still buying.
Correct.
So much goes out of expiry dates, for that matter.
True.
All that, how will you manage if you want to scale?
Rightly said.
कितना वेस्टेज होता है उसमें?
बहुत ज़्यादा.
तो पहले तो यही चाहिए, systems. So streamline is very, very important. They need to be on a POS system. That's very basic. They hardly charge something. Barely some fee, I think monthly. And then they have some installation charge. And then all the information, all the changes you make, even on these platforms, you make on these make it on paid puja and Rista, it reflects on all the channel partners, whether it is your Swiggy, Zomato, Toing, Magic Pen, any platform. So any changes you make on a POS platform in terms of menu, images, description, pricing, तो वो सब पे reflect करता है. Again, you don't have to do things 4 times.
So all the other apps are integrated?
They are all integrated.
Oh, wow.
So you need that for sure. So that is a non-negotiable. Again, even if you have one store.
Correct.
Because if you're saying you want to go to 5 stores at some point, your first store is actually your playbook.
From day one, you need to systemize your process. And you need to, more than systemizing, I guess you need to ease your process, right? It's very important. So can you just suggest, like, one of this tool which you have shared, can you suggest top 3 tools for any business, or not any, people who are in food business, and they should have it at place? Without that, I mean, it's difficult for them to run a business.
So yeah, this is, I spoke of POS partners like Rista. Rista, I somehow really love the way Rista presents reports, and the way their analytics is superb. So if you're like a 100 store, 200 store, everything is sorted for you on a centralized dashboard.
Oh, wow.
You don't need any extra information from anyone.
Wow.
Zomato, Swiggy dashboards are self-explanatory in its own way. The funnel comes in from there. So there is nothing extra that you need. The tech is in place by all these platforms, very professionally put up. Things are completely aligned. So this is one. Apart from that, for your store SOPs, I think you need, I recommend PopProbe. A dear friend in the South is, running this company, and he is, he's got this app where the store checklist and everything is put in such a way that even if you have 50 stores, one person sitting in the command center knows who's done what and who's not done what.
Wow. Who
came in what time, grooming, their daily, whatever their chores are in the store, where they're, when they come, store opening pe kya hota hai, store closing pe kya hota hai. So these things are very important.
Very important, yeah.
In a hotel industry where you want to run by an SOP. So for example, if I'm saying I'm completing of cooking a dish in 10 minutes, there is this streamlining that goes by, which is why I can make at 10 minutes.
The real data.
Yes. So what backend mein kitna ready karke rakhna hai, how much rice they have to prepare and keep.
Correct.
How,
I guess this is wonder, because most of the time leakages happen because we don't have this data at
you don't have all of this in place. So this
can
app
you
actually,
can you reshare the name of that
it is called PopPro.
PopPro.
Yes. So I highly recommend
wow, that's amazing.
Ram and his team. So they're really good at this. And some of my brands are already using it, and they're really happy. And that also is very minimal charge, hardly something. But even if the founder is traveling, he does not have to sit in the store all day. That is your biggest setback. If you have to sit in the store every day monitoring them, how the dishes are being made during your peak hours. You should be relaxing somewhere, and the things should be happening on its own, and a camera for sure.
Yeah.
Right. True. So these 2-3 things I think is fine. In terms of dashboard, I said if you have your POS dashboard, it's enough.
More than enough.
Your Zomato, Swiggy dashboards are more than enough. You answer your reviews from there channel wise. You get your data channel wise.
Correct.
You get your funnel channel wise. You exactly know Swiggy pe ye discount kaam kiya. तो मैं ये चलाऊंगी, यहाँ पे ये काम नहीं किया, मैं Zomato पे नहीं चला, मैं नहीं चलाऊंगी. So this is it, and your entire business is just restricted to 3 Excel sheets. I don't need any fancy tech, any fancy unnecessary. This is all dutting, I'll tell you honestly, for fundraising.
Yeah, true.
All right, it is only for that, and it complicates, and it further on, complicates also, I think, misguide for that matter.
Yeah.
Because imagine you have already 3 dashboards who are pulling data from somewhere. This lands on another one more. This data is amalgamated on one more dashboard.
Yeah, it is complicated.
Complicated, and the data is tempered most of the times. Swiggy का one day labs चलता है, Zomato का real time समझो चल रहा है, या कभी उनका tech कभी टूटा, and you are depending on this dashboard and creating panic in your team for some information that's highlighted that is not in favor of that day. So rather you look at these dashboards.
Correct. So it's very important to understand all these things, and now things have
just
become
3
so
sheets,
easy.
I'm telling you, Nirale.
Yeah.
Just 3 sheets, and I think your business is covered.
So we all are living in this AI world now.
Yeah.
Okay, as you have spoken about this 3-sheet thing, do you really think that AI is overwhelming, or it is solving all the problems?
So AI is saving my time. It is not solving my problems, but there is a lot of clerical work that it does for me. Right? There is a lot of articulation that it helps me with, but yet the thought is human.
Yeah.
The task is human. The problem is generated by human.
Correct.
So if all that is human, AI is not solving it for me. It is just structuring it for me, maybe, or maybe just doing my clerical work.
Correct.
Using that, and that also obviously I will have to think whether it's good, bad, ugly. Do I have to do these things or not?
Yeah. True.
Whether I should depend on it or not.
Still, you need to brainstorm.
Of course, but it's just that now today when I'm sitting with you, for example, you use a term, I quickly see look at ChatGPT, and rather than sounding, oh, I didn't know what this word was.
Correct.
But that also affects human relation. I feel sometimes
Absolutely.
It's okay to not know something.
Yeah.
But now that we are so much with in the ChatGPT world, people think, oh, itna to bhi ChatGPT bhi bata dega tujhe. That way. So it's okay. I mean, you get to keep knowing things what you don't know, and it saves a lot of time. I will not deny that.
Yeah.
Not that I'm not using.
Correct. Over the period of time, I guess you can learn. So look at you, you were not a tech person at all, and now here you're sitting and talking about all AI tools and the tech things.
Not at all, Nirali. मुझे laptop खोलना नहीं आता था. I didn't know how to take a laptop online. I mean, the laptop for the first time had blacked out, and I thought I did something to it, and the company will charge me for it.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
I destructed the system. I did something wrong with the
Absolutely.
device. So ऐसा था मतलब literally. But जैसे जैसे चीजों का काम पड़ता गया ना, तो I think I started, and I realized I was a fast learner.
Yeah.
I will not deny that.
True.
Which I didn't know of myself. That जैसे जैसे I started learning things, needing things, I started learning. Okay, now this also I will need. Now, as I said, no, एक problem आई, उसको solve किया, दूसरा problem आया. So solving problems only I was learning what I needed to learn, and maybe which was the reason why I had those problems.
So ये बहुत बार आता है ना वो दिमाग में, सबके दिमाग में एक perception है ना, women and tech doesn't go well.
Yes, absolutely, and I am facing that with my fellow competitors. When it comes to deciding between me or a fellow competitor, obviously a male competitor would be chosen. Very, not to say some of the founders have been very, very kind to me, and they really have respected and trusted my skill set. But yes, I totally agree that tech, when it comes to tech, or it comes to any kind of algorithms, or it comes to any kind of where you say using these tools, they feel women are not going to be able to handle it. And how will she handle 100 stores?
Do you still think with this?
How will you ensure? They ask me. Oh my God.
Hmm.
How will you ensure? And I'm like, yeah, I got the answer. I know how will I ensure that.
But see, PM Modi is talking 2047.
Yeah.
His vision is to have as many women
Yeah.
starting or starting their own thing or being more independent,
Right.
right? But do you really think कि आज के ज़माने में भी अभी भी वो male dominance बहुत ज़्यादा है?
यार
When you talk about entrepreneurship, you talk about tech or you talk about AI,
यार सबके experiences
अलग
अलग अलग है, right? From where you come from. Like मेरे लिए तो I knew always I had to push a little more than my brother always. I can really say that to you all. Not little more, much more.
Yeah.
To do anything in my life, right? So that challenge has always been there for a person like a background from where I come from, right? But there have been women who have been able to manage this pretty well. They're doing pretty well. They are in industries that respect all of this.
Yeah.
But not to say that it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But I also want to add to whoever is hearing out, the neatness, the precise, the precision, the detail, and the commitment
Exactly.
a woman will bring to your organization, you will never find. And the loyalty, oh my God,
No one can
cannot,
beat that.
I can bet on this.
No one can beat
No
that.
one can beat it. No one
I
can
guess
beat it.
you talk in general also, if you talk about women, homemakers की अगर मैं बात करूँ, yeah, they are managing your entire house. It is not like, it's more than what you're handling outside the house.
Yeah.
Talk about finance, talk about relationship,
Yeah.
talk about anything where they have to be legal issues हो, कोई भी काम टाइम पे कंप्लीट करना हो, look at the task they can do,
Right.
okay, at a time.
Right.
Now they are multitaskers, and
Right.
you rightly said that loyalty is something which you cannot beat. And gone are those days जहाँ पे सब लोग ये बोलते थे women cannot be a good entrepreneur, or they cannot be like, they cannot have that tech skills,
Right.
or they cannot be AI driven.
Right.
It's all myth.
Yes.
We two
Absolutely.
women are sitting here right in
Absolutely.
front of you all
Absolutely.
and bringing that change and
Yes.
trying to build that and scale that.
Yes.
Right? So it's very important to break that myth
For
कि
sure.
नहीं कर सकती women. I have one last question for you. Like, if a person who is starting their own food business or a restaurant or a cloud kitchen,
Sure.
if they want your services, what exactly they need to do?
Nothing. I'm just a phone call away. I'm ready to do a free audit.
Wow.
I'm not, we just go through, we see where your business is at, we give you, and then you decide if you want to take it ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you also have your website,
Yes,
right?
I do have our website, and I reach out to people if they want to, get at and take a demo of how we work, or maybe who we are, what we do, get to know us, trust us before handing us your baby. For sure, you must take a trial. You must do our free audit.
Wow.
Yeah.
It might change a lot of things and your perspective as
For sure.
well. Thank you so much. We had a very candid conversation.
Yes.
I had a lot of questions to ask, honestly, Mariam, because food industry is booming like anything.
Sure.
And there are a lot of myths around food industry,
Yeah.
right? But now we are heading towards our rapid fire round.
Okay.
So whatever I'm going to ask you, you need to answer in one word.
One word?
Yep.
Okay.
Are you ready for it? So, Mariam, Swiggy versus Zomato, which is better for brands?
Both non-negotiable. Both.
Absolutely. I believe that for startups, at least they need to be available.
I want more
and
platforms.
visible.
Why
Yeah.
only two?
Yeah.
Look at Dubai.
आबादी इतनी बड़ी
Look
है.
at Dubai. I mean, 5-6 platforms all
Yeah.
doing like all they all have their
Amazing.
different even audiences for that matter.
Yeah.
They don't even have audience overlap.
Correct.
Yeah. So I think we need more platforms.
Discounts, growth hack or business killer?
Growth hack.
Yeah. Cloud kitchen, future or trap?
Future.
Women founders, underestimated.
For sure.
Branding versus ads, what wins?
Depends on what stage of business you are in.
Right.
And
But
your appetite.
आजकल, everyone wants to, I don't know, somehow become a brand at a very early stage of your business.
see, initially it's always I said ads. Why? Because you have to do your PM fit.
You need to be visible.
You do your PM fit. Once you're sure, confident, and you say, there my product is, you have already served that many customers.
Yeah.
You have a target for yourself. And then you say, now this is the time to, blow it all out,
Correct.
get out there, show off, brand myself.
Correct. Right.
But you should have some identity before that.
Yep.
You should have some credibility. You should be able to say that I have served so many people and so many people were happy.
Correct.
That is reverse actually. Pehle branding karo aur fir I don't think so.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Data versus creativity, which matters more?
Data.
Yeah. Restaurant owners' biggest mistake.
Restaurant owners' biggest mistake. Oh, our signature dish can never go wrong.
Yeah. Personal.
It has to be the most loved.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I can say it's a myth.
Yes, it's a myth.
They are in that la la land.
Absolutely. They need to see data.
Yeah. Personal brand, optional or mandatory?
Mandatory.
Scaling fast, is it risky or necessary?
Scaling fast, is it risky or necessary? Necessary, because if you will not be fast, time is money. Always, if you have invested in finances, you put money, I think you should do things quickly so that you get outcomes quickly, because the more time will be drained, your money will be drained.
But I guess with expert guidance, it will
yes,
add lot
with
of
expert
value.
yes,
You will
absolutely,
not
with
burn out.
guidance.
Yeah.
So you need a proper plan before you
Yeah,
take off.
yeah.
You just can't take off without that.
One myth about aggregator growth.
One myth about aggregator growth. Oh, that they patronize and they favor certain brands to get them orders. That's a myth for sure.
So thank you so much once again. We had very candid conversation and got to learn a lot about this industry. Before we sign off, I really want you to share one piece of advice to all the founders who are in this industry or who are thinking of starting their own brand one day, whether it can be restaurant, cafes, no matter what food business they are in.
They should first prepare a proper roadmap where they begin obviously with the product. You can start it even, making it yourself and just maybe circulating in your neighborhood for the first time. Understand where it's getting at. And then if you have appetite and if you think you want to do a trial and you want to get on these platforms, you will get your reality checks.
Correct. Rightly said.
You will get your reality checks, and that is a real if you're done well online, you will surely do well offline.
Correct.
So take this path. I feel.
One last message for our platform, Soch.
Yeah, continue doing this kind of work, getting recognition, and getting people like voices like ours, who were never heard. It's my first time, so I'm really very grateful for this opportunity.
Thank you so much. Even I'm very grateful to have you on this entire show and our platform, because women has always been my, I give heart out to the women entrepreneurs. I am very much, into women, because I feel that, they need more support. They need more visibility. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And to
it's a pleasure.
And to all the viewers out there, if you want to start your own business in food industry, you want to have your restaurant, cafes, or you want to have your own cloud kitchen, don't just start randomly. As Mariam rightly said, you need to have your entire idea planned properly. And now if you want to plan, if you're already into this business, you want to scale your business, whom you have to reach. Scalecraft Solutions. The founder is Mariam. So thank you so much once again. Signing off. This is Nirale Pandya. See you in the next episode. Ek Soch, one idea that changed your life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.